Welcome to this episode of Modern Leaders Powered by AI. Today we're going to look at prompt engineering, specifically at how to format the output that ChatGPT gives you. What is prompt engineering anyway? Prompt engineering is a simple way that you can change how ChatGPT interpret the input you give it, change the format of the output, or change the content of the output. I've already been using some of the concepts of prompt engineering in the previous videos when I've asked ChatGPT to answer based on certain concepts. That was just the basics. Today we're going to go a bit more into depth and see what we can do. I'm going to show you three of my favorite ways of using prompt engineering to structuring the format of the answers that we get from ChatGPT. So let's go to ChatGPT. I'm going to switch to model 4. It's still quite slow, but I think it's quick enough for this session. So here, first of all, always include a unique identifier at the beginning of each answer you provide in this conversation. If you have a longer conversation with ChatGPT, it's sometimes quite useful to be able to go back in the conversation to an already given answer. You can walk down one path, asking one question after the other, and at some point when you're going deep down that path, you will go back again to a certain place in the conversation and go down a different path. If you have a unique identifier of each answer, that's very, very easy. Secondly, evaluate the accuracy and quality of each prompt I present to you by assigning a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. If you rate a prompt 8 or higher, please respond to it. However, if it receives a rating lower than 8, please do not respond, but provide a suggestion for a better prompt instead. The quality of the answers you're going to get from ChatGPT depends on the quality of the question you ask in the first place. And I want to have high quality answers, so I want to ask high quality questions. This way, ChatGPT will rate my question and will basically tell me if it was not good enough, give me a suggestion to an even better prompt. Finally, when you answer a prompt, include 3 additional questions to further explore the answer you provide. If you are using ChatGPT to explore a topic you don't really know, then you also don't know which question you should ask as the next. This way, ChatGPT will always give you 3 suggestions, and you can either take them or not, ask your own question, but you will always have suggestions to which path to take. Now let's execute this prompt. It assigns a UUID, also this first one. And I'm going to ask a question. What effect would a 4D object have on our 3D world? One of my favorite topics. You can see it gets a unique identifier 002. It rates the prompt 8.5 out of 10, so it's going to execute it. You're now going to give me a response. So I'm going to suggest me, it's going to suggest me 3 additional questions. How can we visualize or represent 4D objects in our 3D world? Are there any real-world examples of 4D objects or phenomena? What are some practical applications of studying higher dimensional space? I think the second question is quite interesting. I'm going to copy that. I could in principle reference just ID, but I'm going to copy it and execute it. So I'm going to get a unique identifier and I got a rating of 8 out of 10. So a lot of physics and mathematics. So, and I'm going to get a new set of additional questions. Now, let's try to ask a low quality question for the sound. The 10. It only scores 7 out of 10. It's not a good prompt. It's not very accurate. So, how does the concept of 4D sound relate to audio technology and spatial perception of sound? Well, that's a better prompt indeed. So I'm going to take that prompt. Here's a unique ID. It's a good suggestion, 9 out of 10. And I'm going to get the next answer. And this way I can keep going in the conversation. I'm always going to get 3 suggestions that I can take or not. A poor quality prompt is going to be approved for me, and I'm going to get high quality answers all the way through. That's all this episode. Thanks for watching. As we saw, we can use really simple prompt engineering to change the format of the output we get from ChatGPT. This was really basic stuff we did here. You can do much more advanced things if you want to. And indeed, I want to in future videos. If you enjoyed this video, then click that subscription button. It does make a difference, and you will get a notification of any cool videos in the future.